I'm Dr. Jacqueline Nagel. I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Engineering at James Madison University. I got into engineering through drafting, actually. So in high school, I took a pencil and paper drafting course, and my drafting teacher told me one day, "Have you ever thought about going into engineering?" And I said, "I don't know what that is. What is that?" And he told me, "Well, engineering is about problem solving." And at the time, that made me think about solving puzzles and playing games and things like that, and that kind of problem solving. And I'm like, you can have a career in problem solving? Heck yeah, sign me up. My research interests, I would summarize as bio-inspired design, so taking inspiration from nature to solve engineering problems, and I've primarily been applying that to sensor design. And that started to cross over into sensor design to solve manufacturing issues and challenges. There's a big push right now to bring manufacturing back to the US, and it needs to be advanced. It needs to be sort of that next generation of manufacturing, and sensors are going to play a big role in that. Within engineering, publishing, I guess, primarily focuses on creating papers. So whether they be conference papers or journal papers or book chapters, articles in a trade publication of your discipline or your area, your field. For me, personally, it's primarily conference and journal papers. I do have a couple of book chapters as well. Publishing, to me, is more about having a conversation with the broader community. You can only talk to so many people in a day, right? But when you publish something and it goes out into the world, essentially, then anybody can pick it up and look at it. And you can have a conversation, essentially, through your readers. And at least the practice within engineering is you always point out what's come before your work and how your work is building or contributing to the body of knowledge. And so, in a sense, you're having a conversation with the past authors and what's happened before your work. But now you're projecting it forward and you're showing where it's going, where it could go. And so now you're having sort of a future conversation and you're setting yourself up for what's to come. And really looking forward. And so that's why I view publishing, because I learn a lot when I read other people's work. That informs my own viewpoint and what I might pursue next. I want my work to have a practical impact so that it can be used. It's just not in a journal somewhere and somebody dusts it off one day and like, oh, this is cool, and then puts it down. I really want it to get out there into industry. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. I want it to be used, I want to do something that's purposeful. I really want my research to have an impact through student opportunities. And I think that's one of the fundamental things that also drew me to JMU, is that there's such a student focus. Students are involved in basically everything that you do, and I like that. I think that is fantastic because it's about preparing them for what's next and where they can go. So I'm essentially their mentor and their role model, as well as their teacher. And that's really exciting to me because I want them to see that they can be successful and what different industries are like. So whether they want to go into research or government work or into a factory. I would like to be able to provide those types of experiences, and I think undergraduate research is one of them. So I really hope that my research has an impact on both the students and sort of the end goal, which is to get it out into industry. I want my students to be comfortable with there's not a right answer, and to work in that area of uncertainty and not knowing if it's going to work out, but that they were informed when they made their decisions, and That's what engineers have to do on a regular basis. We have to make decisions with very little information. And there's never a right answer. There's a better answer. Or there's an informed answer. JMU is a good fit for me because the engineering program here is non-discipline specific. Because of my background that's so diverse and in 3 different engineering degrees and my experience in different industries, I feel like I don't fit in the traditional engineering mold, and so that attracted me to this program. So I feel like I fit here where there is no mold to fit into.
This video was produced by